was end of April and May, yeah.
The basement of a house is not where Zan TV had ever hoped to be. But the pandemic and financial problems forced the founder of the all-female station to reduce the staff and cut costs. And when the targeted killings of journalists began, some women left and others were told by their families to stop working. So HAMID SAMAR asked the government for help.
This is the message of the government for all the TV stations. Buy the weapons by yourself, we will give you the license. But even with the license that we bought the weapons, but even with the license, we need to just wait for the government that when they are issuing the permit, the permit for the weapons, the license.
Zan TV went on air in 2017 with 70 staff and only a few men. The international community and Afghan officials pledged support. But now, all that has changed.
This is Zan TV's new control room, from where journalists are supposed to be broadcasting their programs. It's small and basic, not only because the new facilities are limited, but also because only half of the original staff remain at the station.
About a dozen of them work out of another Kabul station while they wait for security to improve and move to their new facilities. 80% of the station's programming has been dropped, and it broadcasts online for only a few hours a week. Those who are left, carrying on is risky.
When I leave my home, my father asks me, where am I going? If I'm going to Zan TV, who is with me? If I have my colleagues with me, not only my family, but all those women who are working in the media in Afghanistan, their families are concerned about their safety.
Facing threats of targeted assassinations, the women here say they are scared, but refuse to stop.
One day our director told us that be careful with yourselves because we face to a threat. And after that day, you know that we feel like we will die, like we feel like that. But when we see the country situation, when we see our women, those who can't work, those who need to raise their hands, so we said with ourselves, if we stop our way, so we can't raise their hands.
One local organization that supports media in Afghanistan says 7 media workers have been killed recently within 9 weeks. The director says the government must protect and support journalists and fears much progress in Afghanistan's media over the last 20 years could be lost.
More than 15 of best journalists left the country. They said goodbye, and maybe tens of them that they are working still, they are observing to change the field of working. They are observing, they are thinking, or they are making decision how to change it. This is the catastrophe that I could see it, and it is the main concern.
But for now at Zan TV, everyone says they'll keep the station alive, no matter how difficult that is. Filio, Kontrafouri, Al Jazeera, Kabul.